Hello my friends, welcome to another video with me, Steve from Steve England Outdoor Learning. So the only reason why I'm filming this video is because I've been putting pictures of beefsteak mushrooms up on my Facebook page. I've had so many people message me asking me, how do you identify a beefsteak mushroom? What do you look out for? Right, okay, so let's start at the beginning. So mushroom foraging, I've been foraging for about 50 years, okay? One of the things that makes life easier when you're foraging for mushrooms or anything else is the environment it grows in. So this beefsteak mushroom does not grow out of the floor, it grows on trees. And it has primary hosts, oak and sweet chestnut, mainly oak. So go and find an oak tree, learn to identify your trees, find an oak tree, and then look for this. Here we go. So look, I'm just by the river, and I'm walking through a woodland. I'm not messing about with ash, holly or any other trees. I know which are oak trees and I'll hone straight into the oak, and it is hit and miss. And then you see this there, so this is your beefsteak mushroom, and when you squeeze them, you see the colour on them, they ooze like a red juice. You see that gelatinous covering there, you see that there? So this is a beefsteak mushroom, and I've got a load in my basket because I went out again yesterday, because I have to make sure that I collect enough and preserve them ready for my courses. So I do spend enormous amounts of time out here collecting, researching and collecting, and so on and so on. Because if I didn't, I'd be in big trouble when the season comes. So with a beefsteak mushroom, guys, they've got a red top on them. They do fade with age, okay? They do fade with age, but you can see how bright red and jelly-like that one is there. And I say, as they mature, they start to go a little bit sort of powdery, but when you squeeze them, they've got this red juice. They've got a red juice that comes out of them, like blood, like mushroom blood, like that. You see? So there's nothing poisonous that looks like this. So it's a very safe mushroom for a novice forager, because there's nothing poisonous that looks like it. The only mushroom that you would see red on the side of a tree is a mushroom called a reishi mushroom, which is quite very difficult to find. I've yet to find one, and they have a solid, really hard surface like an artist bracket fungi, but these are soft and jelly like, so they're really easy. Can you see the oozing the red juice on me? Look, you see that? So that's your indicator there, is the red jelly and the juice. Perfectly safe to eat. You can eat it raw, cook it, fry it, and all I do is when I cut them open, if I show you the inside of them like that, look, that's why they're called the beefsteak mushroom. They look like sirloin steaks, you see? So when you prepare them, cut off the white spores, which are underneath. Cut that off. You can slice a bit of the jelly off. You can eat it raw, fry it, preserve it, all sorts. And so that's how you identify a beefsteak mushroom. And like I said, as a forager and as a foraging teacher, I have to spend enormous amounts of time out here finding these things and preserving them, because when they're gone for a whole year. And I don't want to miss the boat. Like farmers would say, make hay while sun shines, and that's what I have to do. So that's how you identify your beefsteak mushroom. And like I say, I'm making loads of preserves at the moment, ready for all the foraging courses that are coming up, and all the magic of mushrooms courses that are coming up, and I can't wait, because the season's turning now. I can sense it. He's got sort of like an autumnal sort of feel out here at the moment. Anyway, the beefsteak mushroom, don't miss the boat. They just look like that. Woo!